Kingstonian's third game of the season, third win of the season here, 2-0 win at home to Hornchurch. Here with Jamie Howell. Jamie, that is a good result and good performance.
Yeah, pleasing. Yeah, I think Hornchurch are very good. You know, they're very strong. We think they're definitely going to be up there at the end of the season. And I think after today's performance, I can see that. But I think today we started very well. I think we had a really good 10-15 minutes, and I think we scored at crucial times today, and that really helped us.
It felt like a bit of a combination of the good stuff from the first 2 weeks, in that, you know, here against Haringey, really solid at the back, perhaps struggled a bit going forward. Last week scoring for fun, but a bit more porous at the back. Felt like we got it right at both ends this week.
I think we did. I think, so, if I'm honest, I thought I was slightly disappointed a little bit I thought some of our approach play was brilliant, and just the final pass today or something let us down. We really topped it all off, and that's not a criticism of the lads, because sometimes that just happens. But I thought, you know, some of it was really good. But you know, to win 2-0 is first and foremost a really good result against a very good team. But you know, I thought some of the areas we got in, I thought we could have worked the keeper a little bit more with a little bit more quality. But you know, you can't have everything, and just delighted for 3 points.
And when you look across the performance, what most stands out? What are you most pleased with?
I think there's so many things that are really pleasing. I think at the back, you know, it's another clean sheet. Ian Rob's been great in the back four. Javan was superb. Bryant's coming in done great. You know, we didn't have Kenny today. We've got no Coops. You know, we've got a lot of people. No Koscielny. Javan's been excellent. Everyone to a man's been really good. And we keep mentioning that to the players, but how much they're needed. And I thought it showed today.
I haven't got it in front of me, but I imagine it's been quite a long time since Kingstonian have played a league game without Tom Kavanagh or Kenny Beanie in the middle. Fabio stepped in there today for Kenny. He was just saying before that it's been a long time since he played in the midfield role in the kind of deep two like that. How pleased were you with the way he came in and performed?
Yeah, I think he done brilliant. You know, I spoke to Hayden, obviously. You know, we have numerous conversations in the week, and it was an option of you know, I think that's what's really pleasing. Bryant's coming on really well, and Fabio's a tremendous player. And you know, just speaking to Hayden about where can we get the best players for the job today onto the field, and we decided, you know, Hayden said, listen, we're going to play him there, and I totally agree with it. But I thought he's a great player. I thought the free kick with Grace in the game was a fantastic strike.
And it was a really good finish for the first one as well. I know often rebounds you don't really think of as good finishes, but it was a quite angle, and Nyron did really well to get it in from where it was.
Brett, I thought the play from it further, the cross from Reece was really good. You know, the shot, the good save, and the rebound was great. And you know, to be fair, it's a lot of things that we worked really hard in training on. And you know, sometimes when it comes off a little bit, then as a management team, you know, you're delighted. I'm sure Hayden will be when he watches the game.
2 disallowed goals for Hornchurch. Did they look offside from where you were?
It's hard to see from where I am, but I think definitely. I thought the first one did look offside. I thought the second one probably looked onside. If I'm honest about it, I thought we were pretty fortuitous with that decision. So yeah, and it could well have changed the game. You know, if they got to 1-1, you know, they got the momentum and things like that. But luckily for us today, that decision went for us. And you know, with Fabio, they scored quite quickly afterwards. And sometimes when you know it's your day, I'm sure we'll have decisions that go against us in the season. So we are lucky. But I do, you know, I have my sympathies for Hornchurch, because it did definitely look the wrong decision.
You mentioned Spencer was one of the lads who you were pleased with, especially going forward. I thought he was a real threat today. Obviously, he was fouled for the second goal as well. How pleased were you with him as a threat going forward?
Oh, I think he's been excellent. I think he's worked really hard in pre-season as well, as the lads have done. And you know, I think he's been one of our most consistent players all season. So you know, we're going to need everybody. As I said, you know, it's great that we've got such quality to come back into the team, and we will need everyone if we want to try and stay in the top half of the league and those playoff positions.
You mentioned some of that quality to come back into the team. Obviously, Simon Cooper returns from suspension on Monday. Can we expect anyone else to be back in time for Monday, or was that a bit of a too short a turnaround?
I think it might be too short a turnaround. I think at the moment we're just assessing Jerome's in there with Kevin. You know, Kev's done a great job for us as well on the bench, and you know, and Hayden's not been there, and you know, he's just assessing the players, making sure that who's fit, ready for Monday, because that's the most important thing. It's great to reflect on the game today, and I think we've done really well. But for everything's going to be another tough game here on Monday, and if we can get another positive result, that's what we need to do. So we'll just see where they are. You know, they'll report to Hayden tonight, and then we'll make a decision tomorrow and the game on Monday.
And what's the turnaround between now and Monday? Obviously, you're not going to have a training session in between those two, but are there team meetings? How do you prepare for a game with such a short turnaround?
It was a team meeting last night. I think that shows the professionalism of the boys and Hayden. You know, making sure that everyone's prepared. We knew today was going to be a tough game, and we wanted to make sure that everyone was prepared for it. And you know, and so you know, I think if I'm honest about it, we prep for the Corinthian games anyway. You know, and a lot of time, if I'm honest about it, if we do without not being disrespectful to our opponents, if we do what we're doing really well at, we're going to try and hope that they're more worried about us than we may be worried about them. So that's not to say that I'm not, being respectful to our opponents, but what I want to happen, I know Hayden does, is that we're not going to change our system or formation, and hopefully let them change their formation for us. So that's what hopefully we'll do.
Well, today was impressive, but on to Monday, a game that perhaps for some of the fans is even more important than today. We'll see you then.
Great, look forward to it.